Hey everyone, it's Alec from Mobile Tech Guide, and I am a watch enthusiast, no doubt about it. I wear a watch every day and practically anywhere. So as you can imagine, I was pretty excited to see the first generation of Android Wear introduced.
Today we're announcing that Android is extending to wearables.
But I was not in the slightest impressed by the hardware offered. The Moto 360 finally hit the stores and that was it. The first smartwatch you could actually be seen wearing, and I was so close to purchasing it until I saw this. This is the LG G Watch R, a 3-year work in progress for LG that is the closest resemblance to the classic wrist-worn timepiece to date. It also happens to be boasting the biggest battery and the nicest screen. So welcome to my unboxing and hands-on of the LG G Watch R. So here is the LG G Watch R, the most expensive Android smartwatch, but in my opinion, the most premium. The packaging is premium and it resembles the packaging used in other LG products such as the G3. If we quickly take a look at the specs here, we can see that the G Watch R is rocking a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor, a 1.3-inch full-circle POLED display, a heart rate monitor, barometer, a 410 mAh battery, and it is IP67 water and dust resistant. So now I'm just going to cut the sticker here and I'm going to lift off the lid. Right off the bat we see that gorgeous metal face with the POLED screen with some documentation beneath. For now we'll just pass the watch to the side and explore the rest of the box. Here we have our charging brick and our micro USB charging cable, which is standard and in no way surprising. Lastly, we have our 5 pogo pinned circular wireless magnetic charging dock, try saying that 5 times fast, that the G Watch R magnetically attaches to for charging. So what I'm going to do now is take a tour of the watch. So I'll just pop it out of the packaging here and first of all remove all the plastic protection on the sides. Surprisingly, there is no protector to be found on the front glass. So the obvious standout feature of this watch is the unique chronograph that heavily resembles a Nixon or Citizen watch, and that to me is what appeals most. Although this design doesn't add any functionality, it doesn't take away any either. It simply makes it look like a real classic watch, and an expensive one if that. This is something that the Moto 360 can't do with its more futuristic in-your-face design. On the right hand side we have the lock button, which when not being used looks like any normal dial you'd find on a watch. Underneath is where you can really separate the G Watch R from a normal watch, because here we have a heart rate sensor for obviously measuring your heart rate. The band is made of genuine leather, which does feel just a tad tough, but of course that will soften over time. LG went with standard 22mm bands, which is great for swapping in different bands, or maybe even a band from the watch that you currently own. This is actually my first experience with a smartwatch, so what I'm going to do is power it on for the first time and bring in my G3, which I will be pairing with the G Watch R. Hashtag LG everything. So while that boots up for the first time, I'm going to download the Android Wear app from the Google Play Store. Alright, now that everything's ready to go, it's time to pair the watch to my phone for the first time. And while it does that, because it can take a few minutes, I just want to address some issues people have with the G Watch R. While it is a larger watch and it is quite thick, most people like to use the term chunky, you have to remember that watches in general are a very personal choice and a fashion statement. Here I have two watches that are quite the opposite. This one is very basic and thin, while the other one is chunky, heavy, and has a complex face. I happen to love this design and I feel like it's a watch you can trust to stay safe and last through anything you throw at it, and this is exactly what got me so excited about the G Watch R. So keep in mind that just because you might not fancy the design of this watch doesn't make it terrible. There will be heaps more smartwatches to come in all different styles that suit all different types of people. If you happen to love big watches like me, then the G Watch R is the perfect choice. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Android Wear interface and it has an abundance of cards which I'm just swiping away because I don't actually know what to do with them. This is my very first experience with Android Wear and I'm so far finding it to be a smooth experience, and the OLED screen on this watch looks fantastic. And actually, right off the bat is an update for me to install, so I'll go ahead and install it. Here you can see there are seriously heaps of different watch faces to choose from, with even more added from the update. You can download additional watch faces in the Google Play Store, with some being ultra modern, some old classic style watch faces, and some that resemble a Rolex. But that's pretty much it for my unboxing and hands-on, and I will be doing plenty more videos on this, so don't you worry about that. First up, actually, I've decided that I'm going to do a top apps and games for Android Wear, as I've already found myself super entertained and intrigued with the amazing things you can do on this tiny wrist computer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you are interested in Android Wear or the LG G Watch R and are eager for some more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.